say thank you to everyone. That really means a lot to me. But every little bit, I need to stay financially afloat. It's really difficult, but if you guys can, it might be an asking a lot, but let's try to hit 200 subs until we reach 1K, 1,000. But you know, that's up to you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my first video on Let It Die, I believe, is on Twitch. I have another video on Daily Motion, and I will follow up through with YouTube with more links to the Twitch and everything. Just ask about it, comment below, and I'll be sure to send it to you. So here's what I'm doing. I'm playing something called an online version, TDM, and holy hey, shining. And what I'm going to be doing is showing you the best way to fight people that are way tougher than you, and just make it look easy. So here we go. First things first, I'm currently fighting another state, although it's not showing, which is really weird. So I'm currently fighting Brazil, another country, I guess. And it should be showing across swords on the right past rescue, but it's not. So the game's still glitchy in its own fashion, which is annoying because, you know, you get more benefits when, you know, raid and fight for your division, and it's not allowing me to. That's a real big pain. Also, I've been trying to experiment since there's no real way to tell you in the instructions, or there's no like tutorial. You have to find it out yourself until they edited it, where they won't actually tell you. You just have to figure it out yourself. So here's what I've noticed: when you have your back face towards them, especially when they have fists, they're more likely to do their hammer move. But since he has a dagger, I don't think he can do that. I haven't seen a hammer move with a dagger. So what you want to try to do is evade them. I just failed miserably at that. And like moves like that, when they slam down with the sword with your fist, that's your opening. Not always, because like that's perfect. That's a slam move. When you get your slam moves, it gives you a good opening. Alright, now vote. That's the thing. Alright, got to do stuff move. Time to be broken. No. So as long as I have my back towards him, he's more likely to do the swishing hammer move. More likely, not guaranteed. There we go. So when you're facing him, it's not. It's just my force. Oh, I hate that iron. That thing is so powerful, especially when you have it upgraded. Come on, use your other weapon. There you go. Oh, don't counter, don't counter. All right. I hate that thing. Nope, break already. Break already. You know, someone else. Actually, no, you're the 7th guy, so I should be fine. You know, I'm just gonna use my power move to give me the chance. Nope, I fucking killed myself. It's terrible. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how he was able to respond that quickly. He hit and then he hit again. I haven't seen that before. That's annoying. Lost all my crap. Goody. I am currently playing Let It Die. It is free for PlayStation Plus members, or at least it was. I don't know if it still is. It might have been just a monthly thing, or it could just be one of those games that they're keeping free, like Warframe. It's pretty awesome. I had my doubts at first. I thought it was just some, you know, heavy metal bullcrap that's really just blood and gore and it's not enjoyable at all, but that's not the case at all. It does add a bit of flair to it without overdoing it. And it's one of the games that, like, you know, says, well, we're not going to be caring about what you're offended about. We're going to, you know, do what we know is enjoyable and what's fun for people that don't have thin skin. We're going to just, like, you know, try to give the people who actually that can handle it something that they've been asking for. Which is, I really do like the brass ones that they took to make this game. Especially since it's free. I mean, come on now. Something this good and it's free? Alright, there we go. There's a fight. But I do not want to go in there. The thing is, if you lose a fight, you no longer can play in that division. And so I'm gonna armor up.
Welcome.
My current best stuff is what I'm currently buying. So while I'm waiting for this freaking thing to load, armor is only has a certain amount of durability. Okay. Now, if you send a fighter to fight for you, like an AI bot, anything bought from the made in the R&D and bought here is never, its durability is never going to go down because it's made by a bot. If you're then taking over that bot and using that character to fight somewhere, anywhere, the durability will start to go down. So it's just as long as it's fought by an AI and it's made in the can't even think of it, R&D? Yeah, R&D. Then you're going to be fine, which is pretty nice. And as long as you equip everything that's made in the R&D, which more than likely it's going to be stronger anyway, and have more durability, max durability already. I mean, why not, I was so surprised. When I started making my first +4 of this, I did not expect to, let me show you. Once it finally loads. So this is the Special Forces Vest E. I finally got my Special Forces +4, which is maximum, then it turns to a regular Special Forces +E, or Vest E, and it doesn't have plus anything. So once you get +4, you get the upgraded version of it. So then you go Special Forces Vest to Special Forces Vest E. So that's pretty cool. And then if I were to R&D it another time, but I don't have the right ingredients, I get, even more different looking, and it's got grenades attached to it, and it's actually got a shirt in the middle, which is pretty cool, like a wife beater. And look at that, 219 to 893. What a difference! Holy smokes! Oh, that's freaking cool as hell, and it just looks really badass. So it's called a Captain's Vest. But I don't have the right ingredients. I have the bullet metal. I can get the cotton, the War Ensemble red metal. I haven't been able to get and don't know where to find it, so it's not all too helpful for me. And look at that, it's so powerful it requires 25,000 lithium. So that's and then you also notice, like, they'll just change eventually. Like mine changed from, like, hold on, let me show you. Changed from like black to white. Although when I'm wearing it, it looks brown to just lighter brown. And then it will change from that, I would think, to whatever the R&D is going to show. Like army green with grenades and a black vest. Hopefully it actually looks like it shows, because that'd be pretty cool. Then that comes from red to blue, white to red, and all that other different stuff. So, yeah, this is like my currently the most powerful weapon, but I have like almost none of the ingredients, like black handle, wolf metal, copper wire mountain. And a lot of them have similar names, so I can have Copper Wire Mountain, but it's not what I'm looking for. If it's like, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Clumps of Copper Wire Scraps is different than Copper Wire Mountain. And the funny thing is they have almost the same icon. So yeah, those look exactly the same. If you look at the copper spools, and if you look at Pioneer playing versus, no, that's not a good example. Alright, so Hover Metal looks different than, no, that's not a good example either. Darn it. And now it's loading. So it all looks the same when you're doing the R&D, I think. They might have edited that, I don't know. So yeah, so if it's like a scratch metal that looks like that, anything like that, it will look the same. But if you were to actually look into what the actual ingredients are, if you were to pick them up, like just in the middle, anywhere, they'll look a lot different. So for example, see, different colors. You got silk that looks all blue. You got leather that looks, like leatherish color, I guess. You got rare metals, same shape, design, just different colors. All this different stuff. So yeah. So let's see here now. That being used to climb the tower. This is your Buffalo Bank, which is your kill coins, basic currency besides death metals. This is your lithium storage, which is basically upgrades most of your other stuff. Compared to lithium and kill coins, you would always want lithium over kill coins. Kill coins are so common and just completely not as valuable as lithium, so you never, if you ever have a chance to get a lot more lithium or a lot more kill coins, go with the lithium. Even if the kill coin counts is higher than the lithium, you obviously want to go with lithium because it's worth a lot more and it helps you in much more cases. than just kill coins. If it has more attributes and does more things, why wouldn't you want that? You know? You know, spread your dollar the extra mile, whatever the expression is. Okay, there we go.
Here we are.
I haven't got my machete, so that's what it looks like. So yeah, when you're fighting them, you want to have your back towards them. As long as you, because it's a third person, as long as you have it still aimed on them, you're able to see when they're going to attack. You can easily just walk away. You don't even have to run. You can dodge if you don't think you're going to make it. So it's pretty easy as long as you get the hang of the controls and you've been playing for a while. You can't play TDM until you've played the campaign anyway, so you'll get the gist of things right away. Oh, that's something. I never realized that. Hold on. Oh, never mind. I was like trying to figure out. That's weird. Okay, so I don't know if you realize this. I didn't realize this until just now for some reason. So there's these next to the damage at the very bottom next to the fist. It shows like a paint splatter. Now at first I thought, okay, well maybe that's how many variants there are, which isn't the case because this has 2 variants, and there clearly is a third because I can do it into the captain's vest. So I'm trying to figure out what that is. And again, there's a book like that tells you a lot of good things, but it doesn't tell you everything. So maybe they're going to eventually. It tells you all the things you need to know about that, but not all the things. A good amount of things that you could use. Now, unless you really read it through and really absorb the information, you're not going to really get everything that's going on. Unless you just, I don't know, maybe you will. Who knows? But it's just best to read everything. Be aware. You may equip that machete and let's be on our way. You can also capture fighters when you're fighting in TDM, which I have one available now. You can gather lithium from them, and it's just like 1 lithium per minute, which is stupid. It's telling me that you can get more lithium based on more valuable or higher level they are, but as you can see, I've gotten a level 1s, level 25s, and now this one, who is a level 25, I've even gotten higher than 25, like 40 or 50 something. It all is 1 lithium per minute, so obviously that's either not the case, or they haven't updated what they're telling it does versus what it actually does, which is really annoying. And then if someone were to buy back their fighter, if you suddenly notice they're disappeared and it's X there, you can buy back your fighter and get all, or they can buy back their fighter. You just press X to get the money that they gave you for the ransom of getting their fighter back versus fighting for it back, you know. So there's that.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Probably try to keep this to about half-hour video, just to show you guys, get a little taste of what you're watching. If you guys honestly not sure about Let It Die, give it a chance. You never want to just judge a book by its cover. I got recommended so many friends for me to play this, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm just going to keep an open mind, and I can always come back to the other games I'm already playing, so why not, you know? You can easily skip the animation. There's an animation before going, there's an animation after you've arrived, and then there's an animation afterwards. And if you want to skip all that, you do XX first time, or sorry, square first time, square the second time, and then XXX the third time. That's just me being a super nerd. Probably you'll figure that out yourself. We like subconscious too, guys.
Be careful.
Now watch. See? Facing him, he looks threatened, and he starts, circling like a lion or something like that. And he's like waiting for me to attack. And he eventually will attack, but he left the hammer takes reaction time out of it. So if you were to use that hammer move, it's going to be very powerful, but if you don't hit it and you miss, that leaves you highly open for the enemy to hit you. So I've been experimenting, I just couldn't figure it out at first, like what makes them do the hammer move. So I would go back and forth, I'd wait until they're attacking and then run away, you know, so like maybe they have to like get a lunge for it, you know, enough space between us. Not too much, but not too little. I'm like, hold on a second, let me try just standing still. I'm like, and at first I thought that was fun. I'm like, okay, well let me just try standing still facing him. And it's not. And I'm like, okay. So he's not doing when I'm standing still facing him, but he's doing it when I'm standing still and my back's facing towards him. So then I figured out, okay, so it's my back staying towards him, whether I'm standing still or not. That's when he'll more likely do his hammer move, because then he thinks that's an opening, because either my controller's died, which is an AI buy, it doesn't take that into account. You're just like, they think your defense is down or you're recovering, so that's their interpretation of, you know, an opening, which in fact I'm outsmart the system because they're an AI and they only can react to so many available reactions to them. So I outsmart them by like acting like I'm not looking, but since it's third person and not first person, I'm like I got a bird's eye view. I know when they're gonna attack. That's when I turn around, where I would just slightly walk away. You don't even have to run. You don't have to dodge as long as you know time it right. And it gets really easy.
Needle sound. Don't get annoyed.
And then all you have to do is just walk away and then use your hammer attack. So it's pretty easy. I fought guys that are 100+ levels, and I've won. You know, the thing is, it's a lot harder unless they're also equipped with fists. If they're equipped with fists, you can just mess them up all day long. If they're equipped with something like a machete, you know, it's going to be a lot harder. And if they're like over a 75 or 100, and you're like only at 25 or lower, you're screwed. You know, you're getting one hit can just mess you up, or if it's like a machete, even if it's not one hit that mess you up, because of what machete does, it has this constant attack. It's got great reaction time, great maneuverability, great, you know, it uses a lot less stamina than anything else. Still keeps a good amount of damage per hit. And then it has the most hits out of all the weapons.
Have a good one.
So that's a lot of things. So if I were to say with all that put together, I think I could easily say that's the best weapon out of the But if you need long range, and you don't want to use a gun, but you also want to use close range, but it's got a good lunge, like, you know, Commando from Call of Duty, honestly, the machete is the absolute best weapon, especially when you upgrade it all the way. But if you're just going fist to fist, it's going to be quicker, and it won't use any durability. Oh, that was stupid. So, you know, I like it how some people say, oh, if I find you in real life, I'll knock you out cold, one punch. Well, I just knocked that one guy out, so I don't know if that's so true. Actually, I didn't just knock him out, I killed him, so. You usually hear that from ignorant people, racist people, stupid people. And they'll say that when you kill them, saying, I wasn't camping, but they're camping in like, you obviously were camping, but they live in their own little world, you know? By the way, I wasn't able to live stream this on YouTube before. I was only able to do it on Twitch and Daily Motion. And if any of you guys prefer to watch it there, or would like to have it more here, just comment below. I do have Twitch, I do have a Daily Motion account, it's all under the same name. So you search StormySky48 on YouTube, you're not going to find it anywhere else. So I have it on a lot of different things, keep it simple, keep it, you know, easy for you guys, and it makes a name for myself, you know, not too confusing with so many different names for, you know, so many different, you know, sites, you know, so makes it easier for you, which is what I'm all about.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
How's everybody doing today? Here's the next track.
And I don't know if I'm like finding the same guy over and over, or Brazil just has the worst players ever. Now, I'm not sure how the system works. I would think you know, when I was looking at excuse me, our fight against Brazil, it showed a green line versus a red line, and I'm assuming since the green line starts with ours, that we are considered the green line. And it's called a hate meter. I honestly don't get how the hate meter works. I would assume that even though it's called something as stupid as a hate meter, that it's basically a meter of your success of how many wins. So if yours is more halfway across, you're winning, and vice versa. If yours is, your green bar is very little, and the other bar on your team is really red, on your team is really red, that means you're losing. But I don't understand how the hate gets applied into it, because, I mean, hate meter, for example, I have a rage meter, and if I get enough rage, I can do a special attack. But, I don't know, maybe I'm just focusing on the work, which is how much score, or how much you have to do until you're completely either winning the entire thing. I don't know. But if this guy suck this bad and have such weak defenses, how are we losing, you know? I honestly don't get that. I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. What's cool about this, you can earn death medals. Now, death medals are a million times better than kill coins, and you never want to converge them. They're too rare, they're too valuable to just waste it on kill coins. If you really need kill coins, go up the tower, you'll find more than enough. And then when you eventually unlock TDM, play against people that are a lot weaker than you, find the weaker ones with a lot more coins, you know, rack up a bunch of coins. But honestly, if you just play with enough people, generally you're going to get a lot of coins. And if that's the case, and if you're willing to, you know, wait it out for the kill coins, then I honestly go for the higher amount of lithium, because almost everyone who has lithium has kill coins. So you're just more likely to get what you want, what you immediately want, and what you really want later on. You just focus on the lithium and not the kill coins.
This program is brought to you by Yotsuyama
So
Enterprises.
let's see here.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Introduce you guys to this. Hold on just a sec. Let's see. Sorry, I have a friend over, and my mom, who happens to be visiting, is, you know, overly protective and da-da-da-da. Anyway, so. Oh, that's right, I wanted to show you guys something. So here we go. If you go to the waiting room, there's a defense setting, which really doesn't do anything. It's just a simulation. It gives you a taste of what you're doing. And it gives you nothing in return, so it's not worth it. Buy equipment offers you defensive. So every time you upgrade your tank or your bank, you're going to increase its HP and its capacity. So it's going to be harder to destroy, longer to destroy, and it's going to be able to hold a lot more. So that's pretty nice. Before I could only hold like 4,000 kill coins. Now I can hold 1,600,000, which is pretty nice. 160,000. So that's pretty cool. And this I have at max 288,000, and I'm looking to save up so I can get my final 2 restrooms. And it's going to be probably a lot more for my final restroom, because the 5th one's already 256,000, so I'd assume like the last one's either going to be like 500,000 or maybe 1 million. We'll have to see. I will have to save up for that. And if you can't increase your tank to the amount that you're needed to that, you might have maxed out thing, but if you don't have enough, you know, room to, and let's say you have, for example, like, let's say you have 80,000 and that's your max. Obviously 80,000, even if you have max 80,000 out of 80,000, you're still not going to have enough to complete the 256,000. So that's how it works. Then you have the fighter freezer for your characters to fight, and if you ever have one that's dead, you can use another one that's available, because it gets a pain when you have to just delete characters and just all this other stuff. So you always want to have reserves. Plus, the more you have, the more you can have expeditions, which they can go fight other players, and they bring you back items and XP and a bunch of other different stuff. So it's really cool. Then you have what was it? Yeah, they can put in your defense and defend your base from ongoing attackers. So that's pretty neat. And as far as I am aware, I've looked up YouTube, Twitch, and Dailymotion. I'm the first in the world to get the second cage before anyone else, the third cage before anyone else, and the fourth cage before anyone else. So when everyone had one, I was the first to have two, and when everyone had one, I still was the first to have three. Then someone caught up and finally got two. By that time, I already had four. Now someone's been getting super salty tryhard. I guess maybe he's watching the videos and trying to surpass me. I'm assuming because this is broken, because before all these were cages, they looked like this. So I'm assuming if it's going to be, I have 4 out of 6, that they're not going to make this into one. They're going to make these two into cages. So that's just based on my hypothesis. And yeah, looking to get that 5th and 6th cage and see what happens.
Here we go.
So I'm probably going to play one more battle, just so you guys get the hang of things, and on the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content. Be sure to leave a like, comment below if you have any comment, questions, concerns, things you would like me to do in the future. Share with your friends if you really enjoy the content. Every bit counts, so make sure to put on that notification bell, click that, so you can see all my new and latest content. I also have a Patreon, and I really want to make my videos as great as they possibly can be, and for that I need better equipment, and I need to not get kicked out of my apartment, so I need finances. So it really would help me out, because I want to make this my career, and I'm trying to, but there's only so much I can do with the time that I have. So please, if you happen to see me around, really appreciate it. Not in real life, but like if you just happen to be having some money, really want to help me out, I really appreciate it. My Patreon is the exact same as my account on YouTube, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. So I can just always offer you to the link in the comment below. I really appreciate everything you guys do. Love you all. Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna die. Hey, Ray Killer. How are you? I got 39 health. I'm probably not going to survive this. Oh, he's got a machete too. Oh, that's enough. He's got the same idea I have. Come on. Come on. Do your slash. There it is. Come on. There you go. Delicious. No one else? No takers? Okay, well, I'm gonna raid your entire stash. With 45 health left. If I had gotten hit once, it would have been the end of me. Ah, it's terrible. Adrenaline pumping, that's for sure. So I think I'm gonna get 100%er on this. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content. As I've said before, I really appreciate anything you can do, helps. And if you want to go the extra mile, support me on my Patreon page. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wish to entertain you guys, debunk false YouTubers promoting false things with false thumbnails, or saying, oh, the Easter egg for the zombies is this when this first zombies comes out for PlayStation, or Xbox. Oh, it's this step and this step, and it's like, well, let me see. I did that step and it didn't work, and so you're wrong. So it's just, I get tired of doing steps for people that, you know, either spread wrong information, and everyone else wants to copy that person because they got so many so-and-so subscribers, and they just all follow him because of the subs, not because of his actual accurate information. Or they all follow him, let's say it is accurate, so then everyone else is going to copy him and then give their own spin-off. So that's really annoying. I want to give you nothing but factual information, so I will make sure to give you the absolute correct information, and that way you won't have to go through all these YouTube channels and try to find, oh, well, who's right and who's not. Well, I'm always going to be right, because otherwise I'm not going to post it. You know, I'm going to do my research, know for absolutely certain, talk to Activision themselves, and then we'll see what they have to say, and I'll say, well, this seems to be this. Is that confirmed? Can you confirm this? And based on their answer, I will be able to give you accurate, not inaccurate information, so you won't be like doing Easter egg, watching some YouTuber. I'm doing it exactly the same steps he's telling me to, and it's not working. Is this guy an idiot? So, you know, there's a lot of YouTubers that said, oh yeah, when Pokemon Go first came out, it's, you'll never level up. You'll probably be 90 years old before you level up all the way. That's not even true. I have plenty of people, there's already plenty of people that have maxed up all the way, so that's not even accurate. There's another person, could be the same person, could not be, I don't know, so that said, oh yeah, it's more likely you'll win the lottery than get any ranged or melee weapons. That's also not true, because I've, you know, been getting them like 2 every couple weeks, so like, or not like 2 every other week, you know, 2 ranged weapon, melee weapon, and I've been getting them occasionally in common supply drops and rare supply drops. So it's not, if that's the case, then I would have been a very, very rich person by winning the lottery. He's like, oh yeah, you'll win the lottery 10 times more than you would getting a melee weapon or a ranged weapon. Oh, well, that's obviously not true, since I have like a lot of ranged weapons and a lot of melee weapons. So he might have just been salty or raging or just bad luck, I don't know, but
here we go.
It's obviously not the case, so. Anyway, oh hey Ray Killer, how you doing today? Oh, yep, sorry, I don't want to keep the stream too long, I want to keep it no more than like 30-40 minutes. So I will be catching you guys later, and I'm trying to think of a catchphrase, and I'm like, well, let's see here. Everyone's got their thing, and it's usually relative to who they are, what they represent, and what their morals or what they have, their goals in life. So I'm thinking of a very specific one, and unless you guys have something for me, if you think based on my character, based on my OC, based on who I am and what I represent, maybe you want to give me a catchphrase. Otherwise, I might be presenting what I think might be a good catchphrase in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this content, and yeah, have a wonderful day. See ya.